Ladies and gentlemen, to my left is the brand spanking new Lexus RC350 F Sport. And this particular example costs $54,000. But to my right, in bright red, is the Lexus RCF. And this particular example costs $74,000. So the question is, what do you get for your extra $20,000? And we're going to find out right now on TFL's Test Track. Under the hood of the RC350 F Sport is a 3.5 liter V6 that puts out 306 horsepower and 277 pound-foot of torque. An 8-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters, and it powers the rear wheels. I say that because the car that I drove here was this one. And we're gonna do a bit of a drag race just to see how fast this one is, or how much faster it is. There we go, good start. Got the B-box set up too. And left him in the dust, but there's no surprise there, of course. So the question is, how fast was it 0 to 60? Well, I've got the answer right here. Check it out. 5.7 seconds. I bet you I can go faster than that. 467 horsepower, 389 pound-foot of torque, which isn't a lot for a ruddy big 5-liter V8. Of course, all that power goes to the rear wheels, as it should. And it has an 8-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters. When you put this thing in Sport Plus mode, it really does disable a lot of the driver aids. And that's a little scary because that's a lot of power for a guy who basically reviews everyday sedans. All right, I am in the RC350 F Sport. So this is more of a GT car than it balls out race car. I'm gonna put it in Sport Plus mode. I'm gonna put it in automatic. And guys, normally I'd love to have Justin do this, but he's racing the Indy 500, so you're stuck with me. All right, here we go. It's okay, nothing too drastic. Here we go, up and over this hill. Now this is where Justin never lifts, but I'm just not brave enough to not lift. Good turn in. I really can tell what this car is doing. It's not pushing too much for a car that has a lot of weight over the front wheels. You'd think you'd get a lot of understeer, but this one's doing okay. It allows you to get the tail out a little bit, basically steer with the rear wheels when you put it in Sport Plus mode or Sport Plus mode. The tires are a little soft, but not bad. Very progressive. Brakes, a little squishy-ish, not too bad, but certainly not razor sharp. Just not a lot of go power. 300 plus horsepower is okay, but you know, as you're on a racetrack, there's probably no such thing as too much power. Sliding a little bit. Steering's a little numb. Electric steering always is. I wish it were smooth as Justin. Okay, here we go. Forward. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. And there we go. There, the brakes got a little squishy. Overall, this car certainly is much more of a grand touring car than an all-out race car, and You can tell because the driving dynamics are softer. Turning isn't as sharp. Brakes aren't as grabby. Throttle response is a little dull. Nothing that you would miss if you weren't on a racetrack. I think if you were driving this to work every day, it would be perfectly fine. But on a racetrack, it's just a little bit on the soft side. Yes, Andre, what do we got?
What do you think?
You know, I was a little messy out there. I'd say that was more of like a 1:15 time.
No, I actually clocked you at 1:12.
Wow, 1:12.
I'm surprised.
I'm surprised too. maybe I'm getting better at taking these cars around the racetrack, or maybe I'm learning the track.
Or maybe this car is not too bad.
So how fast do you think the RCF will do? That one scares me. That one really scares me. That one will bite.
I think you could shave a couple seconds.
All right, I'm going to put it in Sport Plus mode. Sport Plus mode, and I'll try to keep it on the track. I've got it in Sport mode, not Sport Plus, which activates more of the driver aids. My heart is thumping. Let's see if I can keep this thing on the track. That's better. There we go. That's a much cleaner. Smooth. Be smooth, Roman. Coming up over this hill, I lift because I don't have the balls. Oh, throttle response is just phenomenal with this 8-cylinder. No turbo lag whatsoever. There is something great about having this much power. The downside, of course, is this is a heavy car. Unlike the M3, which is turbocharged, this one has instantaneous throttle response, but there is a lot of weight that they put into this car. It's almost too luxurious in some ways for a sports car that's meant to be a track car. That wasn't a great turn, but there goes the throttle response. Steering is really good. These tires are much stickier than the Potenza's. I'm not going, I should go faster, but I just don't have the confidence. So I'm kind of all over the place again. And here we go, last turn. Trying to keep it smooth, not lose much power. Okay, there goes a big V8. Love the sound, let you listen. Boom. Brakes are starting to fade a little bit, interesting. All right, I think that was a little bit of a cleaner run. Let the car do its thing and helping me out. And hopefully I broke into the 110s. We're gonna find out. Andre's gonna take this camera off. Yes, Andre, they're breaking the 110s.
You know what? This might be your quickest lap on this track, Roman.
Really? 108! Holy cow!
Did you ever think you could go 108?
Yeah, well, it's the car, not the driver. Both of these cars have 19-inch front tires, but that's where the similarities end. These are Michelin Pilot Super Sports. These are Bridgestone Potenzas. These are track-focused. These are much more street-focused. Look at that. Those are Brembo-sourced 14.9-inch brake rotors. On this car, much smaller 13.1-inch front brake rotors. And the difference is when you put on the brakes on the RCF, your eyes pop out. All right, guys, one more time. Drag race, of course this is gonna win, but I wanna see if I can get under 5 seconds. I'm gonna give it a little bit of brake torquing. There we go. There we go, that's 60. Oh yeah, look at that throttle down. Flip the throttle when it downshifts. All right, so what do you think that was? Was it faster? It was faster indeed. And the result is, there it is, 5.6 seconds. So, there you have it. There can be no doubt that on a racetrack, this RCF in Sport Plus mode is way above my pay grade. I wish our race car driver, Justin Wilson, were here instead of at the Indy 500 racing, because he could really ring this thing out. But the question I asked is it worth $20,000 more? And the answer is heck yeah, because this is both. It's a Grand Tour in normal mode, and then when you dial it up into Sport Plus mode, it becomes an all-out race car, or at least a very sharp sports car. Is it as good as the M4 or the RS5? Well, that's for another review. As always, this is Roman reporting for the Fast Lane Car. Check out tflcar.com for more news, views, and of course, real world reviews and a video every day. Remember, subscribe. See you next time. Ciao.